his duty properly. Right? To spread the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, bring the people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, bring the people submissively to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so that they can gain success in the hereafter. This is our duty as Muslims. Right? And if we were to know of the invisible world, then we will not be able to have a peace of mind in this world. The truth, if it was revealed to us, it would have actually ruined our composure, our tranquility. We would have become more about ourselves, that what do I need to do. We would not have cared what our wives need, husbands need, what the spiritual needs of our children are. We'll be more engrossed in ourselves, that how do we save ourselves. So it is a great blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He kept this hidden. But it is so tormenting that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if you knew what I know, if you can see what I see, if you can hear what I hear, then you would cry more and laugh less. For example, just say if the punishment of the grave and hell was made known to us, and we could see all the events of the hereafter with our own eyes, we will not be able to attend our daily needs, or even manage to live. We will not be able to eat, we will not be able to drink, we will not, if we are sick, we will not be able to cure ourselves, take medicines, we will just not be able to get on with life. But as the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was raised up for the fulfillment of a special mission, it was essential that these realities were revealed to him to a certain degree and extent, so that he could attain the certitude and assurance that was needed for his lofty work and position. Moving on, there are many hadith mentioning about the invisible world. If they were made known to us, what would happen? But it is a great blessing that they have not been exposed to us. If they are exposed to us, we will not be able to function. We will die of the fear. We go to the graveyard, and the grave, if we were to able to see what happens in the grave, we will be absolutely tormented. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kept that all hidden from us. So this is one way. Remembering Allah, to have a fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will humble us, right? When it humbles us, it will soften our hearts, it will become more tender. It will have an effect on our whole personality and character. If we really fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it has an effect on us, that I have to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If I wrong Him, what answer will I give to Him? If I wrong somebody else, how will I answer and stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Right? In our daily lives, we become so negligent, we become so ignorant, ghafil of the ultimate happening. Today we are here, tomorrow we're not. Right now I'm here, tomorrow I might not be. We forget. Why? Because we don't remember death. Remembering death is necessary to keep ghafla, to keep ignorance away. As mentioned by Ubay ibn Ka'b radiyallahu ta'ala an, قال كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا ذهب ثلث الليل قام. Abu Ubay ibn Ka'b radiyallahu ta'ala an says that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam used to stand up, قام إذا ذهب ثلث الليل, when 2/3 of the night had passed. فقال يا أيها الناس, he used to say يا أيها الناس, O people, اذكروا الله, remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. O people, remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. جاءت الراجفة تتبعها الرادفة. جاءت الراجفة تَتْبَعُهَا الرَّادِفَةُ, the conversion of the last day, the first blast of the trumpet is near. تَتْبَعُهَا الرَّادِفَةُ, and closely following it is the second blast, the second blowing of the trumpet. جَاءَ الْمَوْتُ بِمَا فِيهِ جَاءَ الْمَوْتُ بِمَا فِيهِ, death with all the things that go with it is hovering over the head. Death with all the attendant details is about to strike. This is what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say as a reminder to the people. Remember Allah before death comes. Remember Allah before the Qiyamah. And for us the Qiyamah is as soon as you die. That is the reckoning. And this hadith has been mentioned in the Tirmidhi. Inshallah I'll carry on a little on this hadith, mentioning and then moving on to the next topic. We will try to complete as many chapters as possible in these 3 nights we get every week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, where lessons of authentic traditions, right? There are so many people that don't listen to hadith. They hear, oh, this has been said, this has been said, but the words of the hadith, the Arabic, they have never heard. So it is a reward in itself to recite the words of Allah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and to listen to them as well. There is just great blessings in those words. So I'll be right back after this little break. As I said, for those viewers and listeners tuning in right now, I'm not feeling too well, so that is why my voice, you probably have noticed, is a bit somber, a bit slow, a bit mellow today. I'm not really my chirpy self. And inshallah, I'll be right back when I will leave you in the break. I believe it's going to be my Imtiaz Sidat, and he is reciting a naat or a nasheed, Allahu Allahu.
सुनता है अल्लाह 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 حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله حق الله لا إله إلا الله 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 पढ़िए अल्लाह 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 We're going to carry on now. Inshallah, we need to keep our mouth moist with the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahu, 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 Allah, Allahu, 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 Allah, Allahu, 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 Allah. Allahu, Allahu, Allah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, listeners and viewers. Listeners on our website Radio Munadar Islam International, or listeners on our app, and viewers on Facebook Live. Jazakallah for tuning in. Our studio number is 07510 769997, and on this number you could message us in, send us a message regarding the topic today about the book of soft-heartedness. Right now we are just mentioning the hadith about remembering death and how it keeps negligence, ghafla, ignorance away, and it keeps us more alert about the hereafter, more alert about our duties due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So please do WhatsApp us on 07510 769997. And I apologize to the Facebook Live watchers. You probably heard some crackling sound, or that was me typing, and actually the tablet, or from where we're streaming, is I've stood it up on the keyboard, because that's how it stands actually. There's no other way, because I've got it upside down. I've got it charged as well, so without breaking the cable I've turned it around, and if I put it on the table behind the keyboard to stand, it'll cover the camera, so I've put it actually on top of the keyboard. So that's why you probably heard some sound during the break. And those who are listening on the app and on the website, you were entertained with beautiful nasheed by Mara Imtiaz Sidat, Allahu, Allahu. So moving on, so the hadith I mentioned that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to wake up in the second part of the night, when 2/3 of the night used to go past, and you say, Ya Yuhannas, udhkurullah, that, oh people, remember Allah, Ja'atir Rajifah tatba'uha Radifa, that the first trumpet has been blown, the first blast has been blown, and the second one is to follow. Ja'al mawtu bima fihi, that death has come with all that goes with it. It is hovering over the head. Death has come with all the attendants and is about to strike. So according to many other hadith, and this I said that this hadith has been mentioned in Tirmidhi, and according to other hadith, the usual practice of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was to divide his night into 3 parts. The first night was spent in attending to his special needs and occupations, and in offering up the Isha prayers. During the second part, he used to sleep, and then he would get up for Tahajjud prayer. And when the final third part of the night used to begin, he, because of what he could see of the unseen, and what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was to expose to, because he had a mission to warn the ummah, the people to come, he was worried that my ummah is sleeping and they will miss out. So he wanted to wake us up. And as related in this hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam uses the approach of warning. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to wake up in the last part of third of the night and saying, Ya Yunnas, udhkurullah, ja'atir rajifa tatba'uha radifa, wa ja'al mawtu bima fihi. So because the members of his household, general body of the believers, right, it is a night, it is a time of drowsiness and lethargy, to alert them. If someone came to your house and just started banging those doors and saying, fire, 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 we would, even though we are in deep sleep, we'll wake up, our eyes will be open, right? There will be no time for like dragging ourselves out of bed, how we do for Fajr. We have to drag ourselves out of bed. We'll say 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, and 20 minutes.